Hello, hello, good morning, Speed Gaming, Super Metroid speedrunning fans. Welcome to another installment of the GT Classic 2025 tournament. My name is Papa Schmo, and I'm going to be guiding you and adding some color to our race today between Kevnastics and Zoasty. Before we get into things, the runner should be starting here in just a second, but you'll notice we don't have a super great visual here today, and our timers aren't set up properly. I don't really know if we'll get that fixed. I've given a shout out to some folks to see if we can get some cropping done. But seeing as it is almost 10 minutes past, I just pressed the button and had the runners go ahead and start the race so that we can get this thing kicked off. So bear with us, but we are here to see some racing, and that is the important part. So without further ado, bam, here we go. We do have an A timer on the screen, so we can see that. Um, but yeah, let's get underway. Let's talk about some Super Metroid here. We are making our way through the ever popular series station, of course, and I think it's everybody's favorite part of the game, probably. All these various shades of blue are really beautiful to look at, and we get to see Ridley for the first time. So here we go. I guess we'll get the obligatory "What is GT Classic" information out of the way while our runners are damaging down for the Ridley fight. So GT Classic is not a glitched category. It is the runners are using the vanilla ROM. There's nothing modified here. But what they're going to make use of might seem like a glitch because it's like a cheat code, and it is exactly that. The developers, shout outs to Deer Force if they're watching. Um, they had a code so that you could get to a certain room in the game and press a certain button combination on the controller, and you would get all the items in the game, give or take. Oh, we got a 4626 on Zost's side and a 4395. Both very respectable times. 46s are definitely up there. I don't remember what the 47 World Record Series is at this point. But yes, so what our runners are going to try to do is get down to the Golden Terrizzo room down in the depths of Lower Norfair, or the GT room. And when they enter into the room, they are going to hold the A, B, X, and Y buttons down, and then I believe the frame that they actually physically enter the room while the screen is still black, it checks if those buttons are held, and if it is, you get all the major items minus screw attack. You get 100 missiles and 20 super missiles and 20 power bombs. So at that point, you are just set and ready to beat the game. You don't need anything else. You get screw attack on the way out of GT's room, and then it's just an awesome, high intensity boss rush from there. So that is the category. Now let's talk about the runners. We've got Kevnastics, who is not a moonwalk runner, as you can see, coming down through the climb. It does not make use of moonfall, and would be saying something like the intended fall speed is how they're making their way through. Um, and then, of course, we have Zoasty, who is our GT Classic World Record holder right now, with a 32:04 PB. Kevnastics has currently, according to speedrun.com, I'm not sure if this is accurately up to date because I know they've been practicing. But Kevnastics is rocking a 36. Where are you? 36:43. So only a couple minutes between our two runners here. Obviously, if you know anything about Super Metroid speedrunning, a couple of minutes is a ton of time. However, If you also know something about GT Classic, a couple of minutes can also be swung pretty heavily. And the reason for that is in order for our runners to get down to the GT room, they have to do two pretty volatile tricks in order to get there. One is the lava dive, where they will plummet into a vat of extremely hot lava without the various suit, and have to make their way up with a series of wall jumps off of spikes and namahes shooting flames and all that stuff without dying. And then the ever popular green gate glitch will have to be enacted in order to get past. And the runners only really have one or two chances at both of those tricks before needing to reset. So the you'll see our runners do something you don't often see them do, which is save the game. But that is part of the rules of the first couple of rounds of this tournament. Is that you save before lava dive and you save before green gate glitch. Okay, preliminary information out of the way. Let's talk about how our runners are doing. We've got sub 5 bombs time for both of our runners here. I've not seen any big shambles in movement so far. I've seen both of our runners executing very well, which can be tough, especially in a race setting. And you know, with the nerves and different things, I think anything can really happen. So showing great poise and ability to keep calm there. No decapitation animation for our bomb to Rizzo so far. Kev getting out with 5 missiles. Zoasty, does collect 5 missiles right at the end there. We're probably gonna see, we're probably gonna see a missling of the pirates here in Green Pirate Shaft, which isn't completely necessary. It's technically faster to go through them. Nice Kago. Was that a Kago through the Kago on Zoasty's side? I lost the Samus sprite there for a little bit, but that was fancy. Was that swag or was that? I mean, I guess it's faster. So, yeah, you're probably going to see a lot of that from our world record holder here, where he just does things and you're like, what? What did he just do? Similarly, Kev is no slouch to making Super Metroid speedrunning look awesome. So excited to see how this race unfolds. Zoasty obviously ahead by a little bit with that super top level movement. Does exactly when I say that Kojak's a super into the platform there, just to make me wrong. Gotta mess with the commentator a little bit. But yeah, Kev not drastically far behind at this point. Is keeping up and making sure that not doing any crazy goof ups here. So Zoasty not picking up charge missiles or charge beam. That's not surprising with our caliber of runners here. I expect Kev to do the same. Remember, you don't need those. You're going to get them when you get down to GT. So the less you can pick up, the less you can do before getting down there and entering the code is just going to be faster. Drinking a little bit of my coffee here. It is morning for me. Good morning or afternoon or night to any and all time zones in the chat. I normally don't, I'm not able to do commentary at this time of the day because I'm usually working, but I took an early lunch to make sure these two awesome runners got a restream here. All right. We've got our path up Red Tower. Kev picking up an extra super running through here. That's also optional depending on what kind of strat. The entire early game of GT Classic is sneakily simple, but really our runners are keeping track of their ammo and their health very closely because you need, when you get down to Kraid, you need a certain amount of health so that you don't get health bombed. You need a certain amount of ammo for the great quick kill. So it is really actually heavily ammo and health management in the early part of this run. It's crazy how much missiles feel very important in the first part of the GT Classic early game. We're going to see a smashing of the tube here because it's faster to do that on the way in than it is on the way out when we come back to pay Dragon a visit here. Kev's doing a little farm. Picks up a super, so has 2 missiles, 3 supers right now. And Zoasty also probably not having the ammo that they would want is gonna probably do a KO through the pirate here and then just take care of things with a power bomb. Yep, just like that. That's probably the fastest way you can go through here. So that KO is not trivial though. So doing that as easily as it was just shown is tough. By the way, shout outs to whoever took care of our audio and our cropping and our timers. Much appreciated. Thank you very much. It kind of happened seamlessly. I didn't even see it there. All right, great quick kill. Number 1, the tried and true 2 missile, 3 super. Picks up 5 missiles on the Kraid drops on the way out, which is definitely what you want to see. The more missiles you can have, the better. And then Kev setting up is also going to have to do the power bomb. Not sure if they'll attempt the KO. Yeah, it looks like just take the hit, keep on moving. Makes sense. Little high five through the door here. You love to see it. Got to call out the high fives for sure. All right, Kraid quick kill number 2. I'm gonna swap the audio after this boss fight to our leader. Swap it back. One thing to note, let's see how this quick kill goes. Very nice. Textbook. Well done. It gets at least 1 super missile. That's important because mini Kraid can fill you back up, but 1 super missile is at least what you need to not lose a ton of time here. Okay, we have Zoasty go. What I was going to say is what we should discuss is the ever popular bootless or the one tank lava dive, which is what Zoasty does in his world record run. But we have Zoasty going to pick up high jump boots. A lot of runners have been doing things that are different from what they normally do in either their PB run or just their regular run, because of the category and because of the race. We have a save from Zoasty in the save close to Business Center. I don't think I've seen this before in a race yet. Usually, the Bubble Mountain save is the one that gets done because it's the closest one right before Lava Dive. I'm wondering. I'm guessing maybe it's just it's faster to do that by a little bit, but that's the first I've seen. We got a low. We're going low. Rising Tide. A little low on the energy as well on Zoasty's side. Hopefully we can get some good RNG. I guess we're going to farm room. That makes total sense. You're in a race, you go to farm room, so the energy is not going to be an issue. Let's see what the bugs have for us today. Wow, that was that was a decent farm. I've sat there for like 6 farms getting nothing before, so the gods smiling upon Zoasty so far. Kept making the way through Business Center. It's going to take the Bubble Mountain save instead. Zoasty does not have enough health to make it through the lava dive, so we have to take a little revisit on this room, the Maglodite room. Still dropping ammo for Zoasty. All right, we get too big energy there, and Zoasty's all set. usually going to walk out of this lava dive with the tank set up with about 30-ish health. So see how the lava dive goes. Great entry. That's the one that you want. And we are getting a nice, fast path through that lava dive. Nice job. Very well done. So we should see another save here with a little mock ball swaggy. The penalty for not saving before lava dive and not saving before Green Gate Glitch is a minute and a half. So um, nobody wants to do that unless they do it by accident. Just muscle memory takes over. All right, let's see how the RNG gods smile upon Kev. Already gotten two. Wow, a two farm. Okay, somebody gave the RNG gods like a cookie or something today. They're just it's all about the giving. All right, here's our second trick from Zoasty, the Green Gate Glitch. Second try, third try, fourth try. All right, and that's why you take a farm in races, kids, because even though you might get it first and second try every time, race just changes things. All right, here's the code. Very very awesome. As we were talking, Kevnastics lava dive through horrifically, taking the save, and we do have a GT code enacted properly. We had a spazer turned off properly because you can crash the game if you don't do that. And now GT is a vicious fight with GT going on, and it's over because your full loadout and a little cheesing of your positioning, and GT dies very very quickly. All right, Kev. Kev was practicing some Green Gate glitch before the race here. Hopefully the gods continue to smile. I don't know if the Green Gate glitch gods are the same as the RNG gods, or if they're separate. We'll have to see. Third try, fourth try, last try. That's what I'm talking about. Woo! Kev's cheeks maybe just unclenched with the rest of us there, but well done. And as long as we can get a code enacted here on Kev's side. Looks good. We got a purple suit. We got all the things. We're turning off Spazer, and we have a race, folks. Supposed to be doing some door. Correct me wherever I'm wrong here, but the time it takes through the transition through the door, laying the power ball before that clears the sound cache or something, and that allows you to get through the door more quickly, or the door transition. And here we go, making our way downtown, as in Lower Norfair. The Ripper's giving a little attitude to Kev here, taking a little dip in the acid, and we got the nice ring ball strat through the Ridley farm room here. Very nice. You love to see it. That's a lot harder to do because you have to get rid of your crew attack to do it, and sometimes those bats or whatever they are mess you up. All right, Ridley fight. Good so far. Ridley being cooperative. You kind of love and hate to see it because you see Ridley being cooperative, and then you go to fight Ridley, and he doesn't do what you want him to do. Deciding for the 3 super method. So you take 18 shots, 18 charge shots, and 3 supers. Supers are faster, so I've been experimenting with the 16 shot 6 super, but that tends to make it so when you go through Tori, your super count is not what you would like it. Very nice reverse powerhouse from Zoasty. You loved it. Ooh, little mock ball, spring ball action, and another high five from our runners. It was like a ball 5. Somebody was at dwarf ball, so ball collision. Oh, some little swaggy X-ray. By the way, if you haven't seen that before, that is a very widely used beam in GT Classic. You get to X-ray a lot of things in this category, and it makes you feel really good because Fantoon always gives you trouble, or Dragon always loops you many times, but it doesn't matter with our microwave beam. Did I say X-ray? Microwave. You just get to smash them and run out of the room with the boss. All right, Ridley being cooperative for Kev. Does a couple of supers, switches back to charge shot. I said I was going to change the audio. I did say that. We'll wait till it's done here. Very nice. Nice. Nice little spring ball into the claw. I'll call that swag too. I'm gonna call out all the swag today, folks. Swag, if you play this game without swag in mind, I'm not sure what you're doing. Not you know, it's that is sometimes you go for strats, might be a little bit slower, but it's all for the swag, folks. And now we are coming back to that broken tube and on our way to Meridia, the area many have stated is where runs come to die. A lot of interesting movement through Meridia. A lot of ways for things to get out of hand a little bit. But Bot Wound's not going to be one of them. We have a microwave for Bot Wound as well. Oh, almost got the space jump method through Mount Everest there. Wasn't really sure if it was a door bonk or it was a ceiling bonk, but not a huge deal. I think it probably nullifies the time save from the shine spark to that method there. Kev still showing a nice performance, nice movement throughout. Zoasty going with the two. Is that a two shot from the plasma and then one super missile? I think. Not sure if that adds up. Got a full halfy attempt. We'll see if Zoasty makes use of the little one space jump there, and the rest of wall jumps. I do like 3 space jumps and 1 wall jump right at the very end, because I could actually start. You can start the ascent much earlier in the room if you hit the charge. If you hit the spark early, and then you just start jumping and let space jump do the work for you. I haven't actually timed out if that's how much of a time save that is, if at all, but I feel like it is. Very nice. And that's it. And we have a first try spike suit. Much different to do when you have spring ball equipped. You have to unmorph. You have to hit the turret by pressing right on the D-pad, and then on the next frame you have to unmorph pressing left on the D-frame. D-frame? You know what I meant when I said that stuff. Zoasty doing the Womple Spark, getting the start of the Womple jump, but then enacting the spike suit there. I like to call that the Womple Spark. Oh, and we have a good setup for the awesome strat through that room, which will not be named. Very, very well done. That one is feels amazing to pull off when it happens. It is magic. It's all about the swag, folks. Are we gonna try? There is a wiggle you can do on the top of the door at Mount Everest there to shoot the door and then wiggle upwards through it, which allows you to wait for the door to open and then carries your speed through. But it's tough. It's actually tough to save time. I've done it, but it's been slow. All right, another full halfie attempt on Kevnastics' side. All right, we are going for the second fastest. We're just gonna speed jump up. I don't actually know what that room is called. Pre halfie room. So yeah, to do it that way, to take it faster through that room and then just speed jump across is also very fast. Coming up in the wrecked ship for Zoasty. Got a microwave coming up for Kevnastics. Really, really great display. I still have not seen any crazy shambles. Our runners are just locked in, just doing their thing, having fun doing it. All right, Dragon going down like a sweet muffin or a toasty muffin. Shoutouts. All right, we have a. Okay, no fast, probably no mid, because Fantoon be Fantoonin'. The ghost with the most, the punk with the trunk, and he's down. We got a slow pattern for Zoasty. Kev just icing all of the Metroids through that room because Metroids suck. That's why. Gets a nice space jump through. Question here is, what strat are we going to see over moat? That's the real question. Are we going to do the speed spring ball, the moat ball, the moat speed ball? Forgive me for what the name is. Which technically isn't faster, so I've been told. However, it is much swagger. Are we getting purposefully the? I thought we were going speedball there too. All right, Kev, let's get this foosball. Let's get this foosball. Yes, getting the foosball. I don't know if Zoasty got that, but run validated on Kevnastics' side. Just top tier play on Kevnastics' side right now. Foosballs and alls. Zoasty getting crouch locked a little bit there by the game. The game says you're going too fast. We need to slow you down a little bit. And now we're heading into Torian with a 27:15. And you get to take a little breather. Maybe you check the stream. Maybe you don't. Depends on what works for you. Runners can check the stream, by the way. This is the vanilla ROM, so there's no randomizer cheating opportunities here. What are yeah? I was gonna say, what are your favorite G4 killing time activities? Usually, you know, a lot of horizontal bomb jumps going on. Zoasty decided for the like, what is it, a frame perfect bomb spread going on there. And it gets a nice moonfall. All right. Oh, we got a fasties for Kev. Making up a little bit of time there. Thank you, Fantoon. All right, Metroid rooms are one of my favorite parts of GT Classic runs. Most runs, actually. Oh, nice little grapple snag. Very nice. grapple used twice. Let's go. Let's get a third grapple for some reason. I don't know why you would use grapple in this room, but just use it real quick before you leave the room. Freezing the Rinkas, too. I'm sure that saves a little bit of frameage, maybe? Or maybe it's just swag. I don't know. It's all about the swag, folks. Beautiful, beautiful Metroid rooms. All right, Kev, do me proud, brother. Get that spring speedball. Yes! 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 That's what I'm talking about. All right, baby skip. Little bomb spread. We're not going for YOLO. No YOLO skip, but a beautiful Stashio skip. Easy. Another strat I love is the one that Kev just did running through Parlor. It's a relatively easy one, but it is just beautiful to look at. All right, are we doing? Yeah, that's Zoasty was demoing that in a video before where you can freeze that Rinka. Something different that he was doing about it. I don't exactly remember the details, but if you're going for pauseless, meaning you need full health, sometimes standing at the bottom with the acid there prevents you from going pauseless. So Zoasty throwing a couple of extra missiles into Mother Brain before the stand-up. I'm pretty sure that that makes Mother Brain a little more angry at you and causes her to lose her focus so that the fight can be faster. Oh, yay. Holy cow. Well, we lost our pause list, but we did not lose our run because you get 3 reserve tanks. So luckily, we are still able to do stand-up. That was, I think the missiles into Mother Brain backfired because she got really angry at the end there. The extra smack into Mother Brain's leg, I'm not sure the reasoning for that. But we'll see if there's a 2 cries attempt here while Kev runs through Metroid Room 2. There is a 2 cries attempt, and it looks good, folks. Very well done. That's a tight trick. Or a tight manip, rather. Kev making the Metroids look silly. Making them look like Mocktroids. Alright, we got a baby skip. The stand-up attempt right now is looking great. The onion rings have very little time going into that Metroid. Okay, we've got I guess boomer skip as it's called. Unfortunately, the third jump was not successful. 1, 2, 3, 4. We got a 4 hyper beam stand-up shot from Zoasty. And Mother Brain is no more. We salute you, Mother Brain. Just kidding. You suck. Alright, let's get out of here. As the Japanese text says. Alright. Everyone's favorite trick. The blue bomber. Oh, did he get a little down back to get through the door faster there? Kev having a little bit of trouble with everybody's favorite trick, the Zeb skip. Meanwhile, Zoasty making their way uptown. There we go. Zeb skip completed. Behe spark completed. Last little bits through Parlor here. Kev, why is Kev standing in the lava? That is because they are going for a crystal flash right before the start of the fight here. And GG's to Zoasty, coming in first place with a time of 34:02. Very well done. Very well done. Awesome race time, 34:02. Meanwhile, Kev starting the fight, pulls off the crystal flash. Didn't do the missiles to the face, so Mother Brain's a little more composed during this fight. And that's it for Mother Brain 2. Let me pull up the bracket as well here, so we can talk a little bit about the tournament and what that means for our runners. I don't think Kev goes for the 2 cries. I honestly just learned it myself, so it is. It's really it's free to go for, and it's 2 seconds. Everybody out there watching, listening, just take 5 minutes and check out the 2 cry setup. It's like Spike Suit. It's free to go for. It's not going to cost you any time. All right, let's see here. So as far as our bracket data is concerned for the GT Classic tournament, 2025 tournament here, we have our winner of this race, Zoast, will be facing off against the winner of the Sloters 27 Mr. Guy average match. That is seed 8 and seed 9. That is going to be a banger. Stay tuned for that. And then Kevnastics will go on to the losers bracket to face off against, let's see here. Hey, stop it. Challenge. Stop moving. Let's see, 19. So going to be facing off against the winner of Diddy Kong and Diggity Diggity Dang. There's a lot of D's in that match, for sure. Diggities and Diddies, but that should also be a really good match to watch for sure. Kev making the way into the Leodoc's room. Gets a nice 2 pirate kill with the 1 diagonal shot there. Yes, the deer forces. Kev, I will get you the interview in just a second here with the delay. I haven't marked you as done yet, so I'll go ahead and do that now. And then we'll talk about your official race time, GG time. Bam. Kevnastics finishing in second place with a race time official of 38:05. GG's to both of our runners. For any of them who want to come in for an interview, please, you should have a link. Make your way to the room and go ahead and insert yourself into the voice channel at your leisure. Great race from both our runners. put up like solid performances, making everything look like, oh yeah, I just do this every day. It's no big deal. And with that, we can talk about their performances. We have I thought we had, yes, we have Kevnastics in the booth. Zoast may make their way into the booth as well, but GG's Kevnastics, how's it going, my good man?
Hey, Pops, thanks for being here to do this morning, and I'm really happy to get a restream. It's not every day you get to race a legend. So, no, I'm really, really happy. Without the saves, this would have been an easy 37. I had a bad Turian, but I'm pretty proud. Like, I nailed GGG. Nailed Lava Dive. Well, I didn't nail GGG, but I got through. No resets. My second no reset run in the tournament. I got to race one of the best. I got the ocean speedball, the moat spring ball jump over the moat. I got foosball. Bosses were good. I really, aside from Turian, this was a really solid run, almost as good as I can do.
Yeah, man, that's what we were talking about. Both you guys said it's just solid performances. No big oopsies, no nothing. Yeah, you had us on the edge of our seats with your fifth try on the GGG. But yeah, other than that, man, you were trucking through. Obviously, you had to compete with the world record holder, who has just joined us in the booth as well. So GG to Zoast.
Oh heck,
Uh,
I don't care, man. GG Zoast. I'm really happy I can't wait to watch this back so I can watch Zoast. Like I'm very happy for that. But Zoast, thanks for racing. Thanks for working your schedule around to accommodate. And I had a great time this morning. I other than Turian, I have no complaints about my run.
Yeah, think. Oh, I got some feedback here. Hold on a second. Sorry.
it does seem to be a little bit of an echo. Oh, that's probably on my side. Never mind. I'll try to fix that. But yeah,
Okay, I got it.
cool.
Oh yeah, thank you, Kev, for accommodating my what was going on for me. And I'm glad you're happy with your run. I'm also fairly happy. I haven't had a chance to play that much in the last couple weeks, but I was kind of pleasantly surprised with how well I played either way. So yeah, glad we had a solid race.
Right on.
Yeah, honestly, I could not have run much better, and I have no illusions about my chances at this race. So honestly, that made it very easy for me to just relax and have fun with the game and listen to Papa Schmo and engage with chat a little bit. I tend to be worse at these things when I have to. I tend to be worse at these things when I have to focus in on what I'm doing. I don't know. It's kind of like I used to be a competitive gymnast in the NCAA, and so for me, like I never thought about my performances while I was doing it. I always needed some kind of like distraction, and I just kind of let my kinesthetic retention kind of take over. So like it's so much easier for me to play when I'm not worried about anything and I can just play the game. I mean, I had a really good time. It was honestly way less stressful to race you than it's going to be to race either Dang or Diddy. Because in those races I have a really darn good chance and I can't heck up. So but no, thank you so much. It was such a great time. I'm just it was great. I have not gotten a chance to race you yet. I raced Zenny when he was the Hundo world record holder. Obviously, he still is. So to race you as the GT Classic world record holder, that's I feel really good about that, and I'm glad I had the opportunity.
Yeah, I was wondering. Yeah, I remember you made that comment about the gymnast thing, and I was wondering if you had some sort of connection with that or what the deal was. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I was a full scholarship athlete. I competed for Temple University. Like ages ago. Like I've graduated college 21 years ago or whatever. And I've been in the field ever since. So like a lot of my friends know that, and I'm not shy about who I am. It's a great sport and all that. But yeah, that's so I take a lot of that. This is kind of replaced. Like I'm in my 40s. I can't do gymnastics anymore, and I can't compete anymore like I used to. So this is how I get my competitive drive, like kind of going. And it's actually harder. So You heard it from me first. Gymnastics is easier than Super Metroid.
All right. Makes us all feel better, I think. You got to see some pictures of Kev doing gymnastic stuff in the early years and some of the late ones. It's really really cool to see.
I was really good. I'll leave it at that.
Awesome.
Did you say? Did you say it was your last try GGG? It wasn't mine, I don't
Yeah.
think. Okay, I was
No, it was
wondering. I was
my
like,
last
wait, was that
try.
my last super?
No, it was your third or fourth, I think. Those.
Yeah, that tracks.
Yeah, I got it on my last one, and fortunately, I did some GGG practice. I've been having some trouble with the running one, and so I just kind of like I don't use moonwalks, so I had to kind of like inch back, and I took it real careful to line up on the gate in the right pillar, so I could kind of push forward on the downward trajectory of my jump and kind of push the super through. Which is not a strat I generally practice or a strat that I main. So I was kind of happy that it worked out, but I had one more super left. And I'm like, well, here goes nothing. I try to remember this old tutorial I listened to.
Yeah.
Because I don't play GT Classic. This is the most GT Classic I've ever played. This is the longest I have stuck with any single category without saying I'm bored and switching to another one. It's been like, what, a month now, starting with the qualifiers and all that. Which is and like I don't grind ever, so but as far as like for the tournament, that was the best thing I could do because it helped me get a win in the first round, and it makes me feel pretty confident that I have a really good chance going into the losers bracket. And if I end up beating either Diggy Dang or Diddy, well, then I got to face Insane Firebat, so I have at most 2 races left, so I'm good. And then I can play something fun like RBO.
There you go. Yeah. Well, maybe that'll be the next tournament. As long as we're all having fun, that's the key, man. Zoast, you went for boots. Do you feel like that's gonna continue because of race settings, or I guess just depending on what round you're in, deciding to maybe switch it up?
I didn't know Zoast did boots. Wow, dang, sweet.
Yeah, it probably will depend on stages of the tournament. I'm not totally sure, but yeah, I can. I don't know if I'll go for like the most modern high jump list, but like I think my best qualifier I did the old school high jump list, and after doing the new one, which I don't think is that inconsistent like or anything like. Pretty fairly comfortable with that, but when I went back to the older version, I was like, oh, this is not, because I was thinking like the new one it's not that much different from the old one as far as, but I went back to the old one, I was like, oh, this is easier. So I may go the old high jump list at some point. I'm not really totally decided on it though, but yeah, I'm not really set on one way or anything like that.
Gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense. I tried. Because I just main bootless now, and I tried to go back during a race to boots, and it actually messed me up. But I hadn't practiced it or anything, so I tend to just like try to do what I'm most comfortable with. But it totally makes sense to adjust as needed. But yeah, it's great stuff from both of you. I was awesome that I was able to take my lunch early and do this because I love doing commentary, and watching either of you race is also a super awesome treat. So good luck in the
I made
later.
sure I didn't do GT Mappo so that you could get to lunch on time, or at least finish your lunch break. No,
no comment.
Thanks again,
So
both of y'all. Appreciate the race, and thank you for commentating again.
yeah, man, absolutely. Always love to do it. Thanks to everybody who came to tune in, and thanks to whoever was the magic person behind the cropping and stuff that we got just seamlessly throughout the race. I'll open it up to Kevnastics and then Zoasty if you have any extra words, and then we can wrap it up so folks at least on the East Coast can go have some lunch.
No, just Zoas, good luck in the rest of the tournament. I'm rooting for you. You've been one of my favorite runners ever since I joined the community, and one of the first like 3 or 4 speed runs I ever watched. So I'm rooting for you. I enjoy watching your play, and I just can't wait to see as things get more exciting when the best of three start happening. And Papa Schmo, you were the one that got me started in GT Classic 5 years ago when I told you I would only run any percent, and that was it. And that kind of made me branch out. And I think I've run like 33 different categories at this point with like halfway decent time. So you really got me into streaming. Like you got me into this game, and I think we even have a couple co-op GT Classic times together. So one day we'll have to get back at it. But I love you, brother, and I'm really happy you're here.
I love you too, man. Yeah, we got to update those times for sure. Yeah, Zoast, anything else from you?
Oh yeah, just best of luck in the rest of your races, and don't count yourself out. You said you only had 2 races left. I wouldn't count yourself out. It's a pretty volatile category, and I'm sure you're improving. So it'll be interesting
Thank
to
you,
see
guys.
if you can get further than that. I wouldn't count you out at least.
Well, I have beat Firebat before, but I have to get through Diddy and Diddy or Dang first. Now go ahead. I talk too much. I'm sorry.
No worries. Yes, awesome words for anybody to live by, especially in a category like this. Don't ever count yourself out. Have faith in your Super Metroidities. That's a word, and yeah, keep on going. And it ain't over till it's over. But this stream is over though, and I wish everybody an awesome rest of the day. There are potentially more races to be had. I think there's one more today, but many more to come. So see you on the next one. See you next mission. Take it easy.
Take care, y'all. See you next mission.